I'm going to listen, Karen, but I'm in the car, so I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, I appreciate you telling me. Thank you. How is everybody?
But I'm listening.
Can you get me?
Good.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just taking care of making sure I get this recorded for everybody. It's because I know some people can't make it today. So, how's everybody doing? Check in with me. Let me know how you're feeling, how today, how your 6 weeks went. If you're new to VIP,
I'm new to VIP.
who was that? Leanne?
Leanne?
Leanne, I see you teaching. You're just like me. You teach fitness as well, right?
Yes, I do.
I see you now because I saw you on, I think it was Facebook or Instagram. I forget which one.
Yes, Instagram.
You remind me of me. Like
Yeah.
teaching those classes, keeping everybody fit. So if
I'm
you are
going to walk
new,
while I listen.
okay, you can, yeah, if you guys want to mute, you're welcome to mute. So number one, if you are new to VIP, welcome to VIP. I am going to mute everybody, I think. And then that way we don't have extra sound. And then if you want to come on, you can obviously unmute. But if you're new to VIP, number one, I want to welcome you to VIP. It's a great place to be. It's just continuing your journey until you reach your goal. So, as your health coach and your coach through this program, my job is to get you to a point where you can be an intuitive eater and know how much exercise and how much fuel your body needs in order to reach your goal. So, number one, we want to get you to your goal. Once we get you to the goal, we start to reverse you out as far as your macronutrients, because if your goal was to lose fat or to lose weight, then you probably were in a calorie deficit. And so we don't want you to always be there. If you were at, 1,300 calories or 1,400 or 1,500, our goal is to get you to a point where you're able to eat the most amount of food that you possibly can and maintain the body that you've built. So the goal is not to have you be at this low calorie range if you're low, depending on your goal. The goal is to get you out of that so that you can make a body that you're proud of and keep that body by eating the proper amount of food. So in VIP, I know some of you just converted over this past Monday. I just got back from Chile, my 2 weeks in Chile, and I keep waking up every morning going, I don't even know what day it is. So sometimes I'm thinking, I woke up this morning thinking it was Sunday, so I'm still a little behind on the time. I know it's Wednesday. But if you are new to VIP and you just came in on Monday, your app should have changed over to VIP. And what changes in the app is that the studio in the app, if you go to the bottom of the app, the third button over from the bottom is a play button. That is the studio. The studio gives you like 500 more additional workouts. So if you've just wanted to try something different, maybe you wanted to try sprinting or boxing, or you wanted to do more Pilates or cycling or things of that nature, now you have 500 workouts at your disposal. They even have a travel section where you can go, and if you're traveling and you want to do a little workout, something with no equipment. So you could do a 30-minute workout if in a hotel or in a park or wherever you are. You're probably, I'm somebody who likes to work out outside if I'm traveling. I don't like to go to a gym because I work mainly in a gym, so it's nice for me to get a break from going there. So know that that app now has converted over. You have the studio available to you, and you now have advanced workouts. The advanced strength training workouts are for someone who, if you've been lifting weights for 5 or 8 years and you're ready to go up the next level, I would do the advanced workouts. They add an extra set. They are 43 to 45 minutes long as opposed to 30 minutes long. I love the advanced workouts. They're what I do here on the weekend at my house. If you need to get some weights, Amazon has some amazing deals right now. They have my little weight set, which is a tree set, for $139, which is amazing. I think I bought it for $180. And I will link that in an email for you guys. But it's a tree of weights that's really nice and compact. It has 5 pounds, it has 10 pounds, 15, 20, and then 25 pounds. Usually you pay $1 per pound of weight. that whole tree is way over that. So if you were paying pound per weight, you'd probably be paying over $200. So for $139, that is a great deal. It's what I use. And then I just supplement with bigger weights. I'll order the bigger weights. If I've gone up to 35 and I'm thinking about ordering 40. But you want to slowly progress. You don't want to jump in. I wouldn't go up from 5 to 20. I would go up from 5 to 10 pounds, maybe 10 to 12, 12 to 15, then to 20 to 25. So the goal isn't to hurt you. The goal is to make you stronger, but you got to do it in a way that makes sense. So if you're saying to me, Karen, I'm not feeling the workouts, I'm not getting anything out of them, then it's probably time to up the weights. If you're someone who came from and I see it all the time at the gym, if you're a lady who's just been doing bar and Pilates and you've been using 3 and 5 pound weights, Leanne would probably tell you it's time to up the weights, right? We go a little bit heavier to challenge our muscles. Muscles will not grow unless you load them with progressive overload. And that can be done in many ways. It can be done through timing, it can be done through repetition, but it can also be done by lifting heavier. So you want to make sure that you are indeed challenging your body. As we get older, we want to make sure we maintain the muscle that we have and even build upon it, because that's our metabolic currency. So that's what burns, that's your fuel, that's your muscle is that currency. You want to keep what you have built. And as we get older, it becomes really more important to fuel that muscle with the progressive overload and to fuel it with the proper amount of protein to keep the muscle on. So what can you guys expect in October? So the faster way is very methodical. That's why I love that, the way they do the programming. As a VIP, now that you've done macro tracking, you have become what we call a macro tracking queen or king. I have some kings. So now the macro cycle changes every month for you. This month in October, Mondays and Tuesdays are going to be your normal low carb days. Tuesdays and Thursdays are regular carb days. Fridays are going to be moderate carb. Saturday is going to be regular carb, and Sunday is low macro day. So what does all that mean? It means it's not keeping you in what you did in the 6-week program. It's going to shake it up to shake your body up. Low macro Sunday, the app will automatically do all those changes for you through that macro cycle I just spoke of. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to go in and change your macros. It will automatically adjust your macros for you. So if you go into your home screen and you hit macro goals, if you scroll down, it'll tell you what your macro cycle is. It'll list those days. So it will tell you what the macros would be. On low macro day on Sundays, that's a 25% cut in your macros. And that means a 25% cut in calories. The app will never go below 1,200 calories. So if I had you at 1,250 or 1,300 calories, just know it will never take you below 1,200 calories ever. So it's smart in the way that it works. It will not take you below that. But I would use the macro cycles for October, because we know in November, it's a big month as far as holidays. We know in December, it's a big month for holidays. We're going to start to reverse you out and give you a more moderate macro cycle. So that low macro day on Sunday will probably go away. It will probably become a regular macro day. They'll probably take out the moderate macro. In December, they're going to keep you at a normal, like a 6-week macro cycle, because they want you to be able to enjoy the holidays and not fret over a low macro day where you're taking 25 calories away. We want to keep you consistent and maintain your weight. And then what's going to happen in January? January, we're going to go back to a pretty more strict macro cycle. They'll probably do 2 low macro days. So they're very strategic in what they're doing for you as a VIP in the programming. Know that it's never stagnant and that they're just keeping you there. They are very smart in what they're doing. It's the way I live and breathe. It's the way I train. I follow their macro cycles. As far as the workouts are concerned in October, you guys have supersets. They're my favorite. Supersets mean you're going from one exercise to the other together, supersetting it, and you'll do 3 sets for the normal workout in 30 minutes. And if you're doing the advanced workout, you get 4 sets. I love supersets. I think it's a great way to do a workout. It should feel challenging. Who's done the advanced workouts? Give me a little hand up or a little Do you like them? Yeah, they're good, aren't they? They're challenge. I think they're challenging. I love them.
Agree.
Yeah, I love the advanced workouts. Um, Now, you've probably seen us advertising and talking about the 21-day reset. They've gotten some feedback from folks as far as having done the 6-week program. So they're going to we're trying a new thing, which is a 21-day reset. That is not something you guys need to do. You will get the programming in what we're calling a sugar detox, which is going to start October 20th. That will be free to you as a VIP. It's kind of like the 21-day reset, but you're getting a more aggressive form of it because you're experienced. So I don't want you to think, well, why are they getting all this? They're not. They're paying $99 for the 3 weeks. We're trying it for November and December to see how it goes. And then I don't know if they're going to go back to the 6-week program in January or not, or if they're going to keep the 3-week. That is up to corporate. I like the 3-week, but I also like the 6-week. I think 6 weeks is where you get the true results, but we'll see. So October 20th in your app, you are going to get under the 4th button at the bottom, you have a little clipboard and you'll get emails from me and you'll get emails from corporate introducing you to the 9-day sugar detox. I would participate because they do trainings. October 20th, which is a Monday, Amanda Tress will be on with the pro trainers at 12 noon on a Zoom call for you guys to introduce you to the sugar detox. We do it every October. Just a great opportunity to clean yourself out of sugar, up the fiber, up the protein, have some fun new workouts just to get you. It's kind of like a little detox that you'll get to do for the 9 days. So that will be on your app, and then they'll send you an email, and I'll be in touch about it as well. The other date you want to remember is October 23rd, and it would be in combination with a VIP sugar detox. That is our 24-hour fast. If you're not a fan of the 24-hour fast, you obviously don't have to do it. I find it rather powerful. I think it's a mindset thing. I think it's an opportunity to kind of let your body reset and reclaim itself. But if you've done it and you were like, lady, I will never do that again, you don't have to. So just tell yourself, make a choice. If you want to do it on October 23rd. If you don't want to do it, just say, you know what, it didn't serve me. It made me feel bad. Or if you have a social event, I wouldn't do it. You could obviously skip it. Another question I had was, folks were asking coming out of the 6-week program and entering VIP, talking about changing macros. I would only change your macros, number one, if you've reached your goal. I would start to reverse you out, and I would work with you personally on doing that. Number two, if you're coming out of the 6-week program, the first thing I'm going to do is go back and look at all your tracking, and I would want to see weeks of tracking at the macros that we set for you. And if you haven't been tracking, then I would ask you to track. So I would never change your macros if you haven't been tracking, because I need to have the information in order to make an assessment to change your macros. Macros only change again if the goals have been met and if you've really tracked and we're not seeing the results that we need to see. But hitting the macros is really key. You want to be within 5 to 10 grams of those macros. Any questions about that?
Yes. I just have a question. I have a question actually about the sugar detox,
Yes.
specifically about that. Does it include like actually reducing like natural sugars, or is it added sugars? So for instance, I'm not reducing certain fruits or things like that, or is it just added sugars?
It's added sugars.
Okay, good.
So you could
All right. Okay, because I already don't do any added sugars except really, really like if a piece of chocolate or a little bit of chips or something, chocolate chips. I don't
like
usually.
me, I have my little chocolate.
Yeah, so I do. That's all right. I can still do that.
Yeah. Oh, yes. It's just an opportunity. It's kind of like one of our 5-day detox things, but it's just a little prolonged, and it's something for VIPs to do as a group.
Okay, great.
Anybody else have questions about macros? Okay. Workouts. We talked about workouts. The salted caramel protein is available if you haven't gotten that. I don't care for our vanilla and chocolate. I do like the salted caramel protein. It's a limited time. You talked about the sugar day or the detox. And I think that's it. Do we have any questions? So now we open it up for any questions. Now's the time. Any wins? I've had some people in the Facebook group tell me they've lost 10 pounds, inches.
I haven't done new measurements and I haven't even jumped on a scale since that one time that I did, but a lot of wins. Definitely slimmer body. I'm getting definition in my abs. I'm definitely building muscle in my arms and shoulders. I can visually see it. And so I've just stayed off of that, but I am going to probably this weekend jump on the scale and do measurements. I don't know if I'm losing weight or not, but I know my body is
Body is changing.
changing.
And
Yeah.
Lori's bringing up a good thing, guys. You really don't want to, the scale is not, honest to goodness, the true measure. It is, I'll be honest with you, consistency is the key to this game. It's not about getting on the scale and having a specific weight. It's about building the body that you're looking for. And that comes through the nutrition and the strength training. So we have 6 pillars in our program. And the 2 pillars I would tell you are the most valuable for you. And the 2 I would focus on are the protein and the strength training. Be consistent 80% of the time with those 2 things, and your body will, honest to goodness, change. My body wasn't built overnight. It's been through, I'm consistent. I'm consistent with my protein for sure. And I'm consistent with strength training. I would tell you to do the same thing. Lori's talking about the composition changes. A body that's 130 pounds with 30% body fat, and a body with 130 pounds of 21% body fat will look completely different. The more muscle will show on the 21%, there will be less bloat, less inflammation. So it's not about the scale. If you're a person who, to me, the scale can be the devil. It can mess with your mind, right? You get on it and you're not where you want to be. You've done all this hard work. I would take pictures and I would see how I feel. Am I feeling better? Those 9 scale victories, keep repeating those in your head. That's why we ask for the Friday wins. Whatever those wins are for you, you're feeling better. People have been commenting that you look better. Your face isn't as bloated. Your belly's not as bloated. Your clothes fit better. Those things you need to keep repeating in your head and think, these are the things that are getting me where I want to be. Those are habit building and just being consistent.
Definitely.
Joanne, do you have a question, honey?
I did have a question. So I signed up for the 21-day challenge, reset, whatever. So they fixed my app, so it brought it back because originally it was like it wiped everything out. Is that a problem if I do the reset? If I
Oh,
kind of
no,
go back to the beginning and kind of try to stick to 3 weeks?
If you're someone who's kind of been off, I would do the 21-day reset. It is going to be aggressive in the way that they are doing the macro tracking. They're going back to the original Fast Away program that Amanda introduced when she first did it, which was 8 years ago. So the macro cycles are pretty challenging in it. I would say that. So, I would say to anybody who hasn't really been in the program, it is an opportunity to do a total reset. And I like the 3 weeks. I've done a lot of different programs in my life. And I have to be honest, 3 and 4 week programs are great because you see, and I think you can get in that amount of time, if it's aggressive, you can get good results in the 3 or 4 weeks. So no, I think it's a great option for you.
Okay. I feel like I need to get rid of some summer fluff, I call it.
I know it's hard to believe it's already October, right? I feel like time is flying by. I feel like the summer just flew by. Wow.
Karen.
Being a VIP, do we have to pay for that?
You do pay for VIP. You roll in, it's $79 a month for the subscription. If you don't want to participate in it, you just have to email clientsuccess@fastaway.com and they'll stop it. You just have
No. I meant, do you have to pay for the 3 week?
Yes, you do. You would have to come out. Joanne's VIP was paused, so she's not
Right.
the VIP. You could do it separately.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. So if you do want to do that, I would email me so I can make sure they aren't charging you VIP, and we do what we did for Joanne.
Okay.
Karen,
Yes.
Karen.
Yes.
So you had given macros to me initially to follow. Should I stick with those macros
For
that
the
were slightly
21 day
different
or the VIP?
for the 6 weeks? For the 6 weeks,
So if you feel like you're getting results, I would stick with them. If
stick
you
with
feel
them.
like you're not, then you need to reach out to me via email and say, hey, I'm not where I want to be.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go in and look at I can see your tracking. I can see everybody's tracking.
Yeah.
That's all I can
Okay.
see. I can't see any other stuff. So
Okay.
I can just
All
see
right.
your track. And that's the first thing I would do is if
Okay.
somebody emailed me this morning and said they wanted to change their macros. When I went in and looked and they hadn't been tracking at all. So I can't assess and give you proper information. When I do your macronutrients, when I did yours, everybody in this group, I read your assessment and it took me probably 30 or 40 minutes to put all that together for you. So it wasn't just willy-nilly. I really took into consideration all the things you told me, from your height, your weight, your goals, what you're currently doing, your step level. If you had any issues physically, or you have some stuff going on with your body, you have, autoimmune diseases and things of that nature. So a lot goes into those macronutrients. I would try to really hit them and get.
So trying to hit that, but then should I, on the Sunday that you go to the lower macros, should I reduce them 25%?
Oh, the app will automatically do it for you. So I would
so
follow
it's
the new macro cycle. So if you
okay.
just enter VIP, your app will change your macros for you. And I would follow the VIP macro cycle plan. It will change it for you. You guys don't have to do anything.
Right, but does it base it on what I had entered originally as my
yes.
macros?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great.
Sorry.
All right, that's all I needed.
I'm
All right,
so
perfect. Thank you. And some days I've blown it, so I need to stay on it. Yeah, all good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Is everybody doing well with the workouts and you're doing well with the hydration?
Yep.
Okay. Intermittent fasting?
Very good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, if you have any questions, obviously I'm always here. I did change my schedule. I was answering text messages from 8 to 9 at night, and I changed it from 9 to 5 p.m. My schedule has changed at the gym I'm working at. I've cut back there to do more online coaching. So you'll see that I have changed the time that I'm answering messages. But email wise, obviously, you can always email me or text me.
Okay,
All
great.
right. You guys are
Thank you.
amazing. And there is a Facebook group for the VIP. So if I know some people aren't on Facebook, like half of my group isn't, but I would stay on that Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, you can make yourself private in there and get into that Facebook group.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes, I would
you.
check into that group. I post there daily in the VIP Facebook group. I post there, not me physically speaking, but I do post something every day.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I wish you guys
Thank
an
you.
amazing Wednesday.
Thank
It is
you.
Wednesday, right?
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
know.
If you have any questions, reach out. I'm here.
Okay.
Thank you
Bye,
so
guys.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.